Hey folks, Craig Tange, your vinyl record player. Welcome back to the channel, or welcome, like, subscribe. That's what other YouTubers are saying. I hear it works. Sometimes people like, they subscribe. You know why? It's free, totally free. It doesn't cost you a dime. Makes YouTube happy, I think. Anyway, yeah, just wanted to do a quick video here today about compact discs. Something you will not see a lot on this channel. I'm not a huge fan of the format, and that's just because they're just messy. I've back at my parents' house, I've got basically a giant suitcase full of empty compact disc cases, and yeah, obviously it's a vinyl channel. I like my vinyl, but coming right out of the gate, I wanted to thank DJ Trish, watcher, subscriber, friend of the channel. She actually sent me some VCLT in the form of compact discs. I got like Trish's Picks. Trish Picks 2023 Volume 1. Trish Picks Volume 2 2023 again. And then of course, Island Party 2023. Thank you, DJ Trish. I will link to DJ Trish in the description below. Check it out. But you know what this, first of all, thank you for the compact discs. I almost never play compact discs, I gotta be honest, but I do have some compact discs kicking around, and I actually chose a few of the very, I guess the ones that I thought would be best for me to get as an LP. Just a few sort of selections that I thought would be great to have on LP. So I went and I did all the research, and yeah, that's what I'm going to present today. So let's start off hot, straight out of the box with this classic. It's a Rolling Stones, The London Years singles collection, actually. It's a really, if you know the Rolling Stones, if you know this particular item, this is of course it's a 3 compact disc situation. Let's see, we got this. Oh, I see. I see I may have lost one of the copies. Burned myself something. This would be quite some time ago. At any rate, this one I actually took a look at. You know what? I thought this one would be very expensive. This is a really good compilation, by the way. I'm not the biggest Rolling Stones early period fan. I'm talking about the Brian Jones period. That is the Mick Taylor period, man. I'm all about the Mick Taylor period. This is, of course, the Brian Jones. This is a lot of singles, but you know what? This is a great compilation. This one also has Memo from Turner. Woo! Look that one up. A little Ry Cooder on the slide of that one. But there's a lot of really good stuff on this, sort of singles, B-sides. You got early ones like Come On, Lady Jane. This compilation is great. And you know what? I thought, oh, it's going to be a nightmare to get on compact disc. According to my research, I could pick up a sweet copy of this on vinyl, 4 LPs, for a mere $108 US, which, I mean, I gotta admit, when I get back into a Stones mode, guaranteed I might pick this up. So yeah, again, that's another kind of interesting point about this exercise is I have CDs and I just think, there's no chance that they'll have them on vinyl, or if they do, I'll be paying $70 for them. Not the case, not the case. If you got favorite compact discs kicking around and you're like, I can't stand compact discs, they may be available on vinyl, so it's always worth a look. Another classic, of course, The Smiths, Louder Than Bombs. This one goes way back. This was I first had this on cassette I think it was probably like in the 90s, and this was kind of how I fell in love with The Smiths. Way overplayed The Smiths. I actually do have Hatful of Hollow on LP, but I have not had this one. This one is actually available fairly freely and fairly out there. Looks like I can pick this up on Discogs in near mint for 40 bones, which again, if you do see this is a great compilation. It's this and Hatful of Hollow. If you're new to the Smiths, this and I think Hatful of Hollow are just great entry points. All classic stuff. Not nary a bad track on this. What is it, 24 tracks on this particular jam. Good one. $40 you can get this one for. So I may check it out. Actually, Probably. Got to be real. This one, though, wow. But this one, I may pick it up. Here's one. You know what? I was a little bit sad. A little funk and soul soundtrack from the '90s. Actually, I've been watching a few of the '90s movies over again because, little fun fact, Craig Danger has no memory of movies. I can watch a movie and then you can ask me next week and could have something to do with the quality of movies these days, to be fair. But this would be worthwhile re-seeing. I remember this being kind of like a 70s sort of heist movie. Great soundtrack. This one, of course, has Walk On By Isaac Hayes. If You Want Me to Stay by Sly Stone. I'll Be Around, The Spinners. Really good funk and soul compilation, really, in a soundtrack form. Oh, but what does the Discogs tell me? Never came out on LP. Probably won't, to be honest. I can't see this film being, everybody wants to see Dead Presidents. It's a classic. I don't know that it's a classic of the genre. I'll have to re-see it. But again, I was kind of sad to find out that this one you cannot purchase on soundtrack, which is a shame. A lot of good songs on this one. Again, Dead Presidents soundtrack. If you're looking for this on vinyl, too bad. Too bad. You got to get this compact disc. Send me an email. I'll send you the compact disc if you want. Here's another one. Another one, a little Dusty in Memphis originally from 68, 69. It's a really good version. This one has a bunch of extra tracks on it. As you can see on the back, I think this was originally like a double disc. Yeah, you know what? I think somebody took the compact disc a long time ago. I don't know who that was. I might have just lost it, to be honest. But it's got a nice little book and everything. This is widely available. I know that they've re-released this several times on Discogs. Turns out I can get this on LP for a cold 31 bones. Not bad. Again, not bad. So this is actually a very good album. I'm not a Dusty Springfield fan. I know there are fans in the VC who talk up Dusty all the time, but this album's a cooker. She's fantastic all over this album. I have another one with her on it, and oof, I just can't. Some of these white singers, late girl singers in the '60s, not always the biggest fan, because you got black girl singers. I'm not trying to say they're better, but I might be saying that. But this one is kind of known as a classic of the genre. Dusty goes down to Muscle Shoals. She does some recording, but she's nervous. Then they end up recording a bunch of stuff in New York because she's kind of a weirdo. Anyway, that's fine. All good. But anyway, this one, you can get this one for 31 bones. And actually, I recommend this album. Unfortunately, I don't think you can get the full package with kind of the second disc, which is, again, just a bonus. And to be honest, you get the original album, you'll be fine. You're not going to be like, that second disc, why? No. There's some good songs on it, but none of them are going to be life-changing. This one, actually, been getting into the Cliff lately. Who doesn't love the Cliff? You should love the Cliff from '69. This, I discovered in the United States, may have been released as Wonderful World, Beautiful People. Really great album. This is kind of, I think, this is probably the entry point. I mean, you got Wonderful World, Beautiful People. How about Many Rivers to Cross, friends? Ooh. Many Rivers to Cross. That's really a legendary tune, and no one does it better than Jimmy. And that's the thing about Jimmy is a big songwriter. Most of these songs are actually written by him. I'm actually going to start collecting some of his stuff in the early 70s because from what I've heard, very, very good stuff. Unfortunately, what happened was his producer, Leslie Kong, kind of died prematurely. And it's really weird because Bunny Wailer from the Wailers apparently wished death on him, and then he had a heart attack. But what's also funny is Bunny Wailer's done that with a couple other dudes, and then those dudes just died. So I'm not trying to say... Possible Bunny Wailer may have some kind of voodoo power. Again, I don't know, but I'm just saying what I've read. And Leslie Kong, Bunny Wailer, he crossed Bunny Wailer, had a heart attack. So Jimmy Cliff, its original early stuff was produced by Jimmy Cliff, and it is great. This album is great. also known as Wonderful World, Beautiful People. That one is one I can pick up for only 31 bones with shipping. This one I think is most likely to be the one that I will buy. Little surprise here, little classic from the 1990s. How about Fire by Inner City? That's right, a little bit of course, the opening track is Innovators, Detroit Techno, which is frankly what these guys actually are. You may recognize them possibly from some of their jams in the 90s. They had Big Fun, which was great. There's a couple other hits they had. This one was kind of famous for the Man, He's All Mine, and for me the banger on this one is Till We Meet Again, featuring Byron Stingilly. That pronunciation could be absolute garbage. I don't know, but I re-listened to this today. Is it dated? I mean, it's from 1990 and it's techno, so I mean, I think it just kind of answers itself. Yes, it's a little dated, but you know what? This is actually not a bad one. And here's the surprise of the video. This one I can pick up for 11 bones on LP with shipping. Now, I will say the 9th track on this one, What Does It Take? Woo! The raps, woo, dated. The beats, oh, also super dated. This is not a perfect album, but this is a $10 album. I bought this for $10 all day going away. So Inner City Fire, little classic sort of 90s Detroit techno innovators. I believe Kevin Sanderson is the gentleman, and I think the singer, great singer, her name is Paris something, I believe. At least that's what the rapper in the What Does It Take? Again, I've mentioned What Does It Take a couple of times. That song is not good. But anyway, this album, you can get these for 10 bucks. Let me also throw that out is if you're looking and you're thinking, they won't have that on LP. They won't have it on LP. You know what might be surprising is some of maybe your favorites that you've got on compact disc, take a look on Discogs anyway. Because this one, I would never have thought that this one would be 11 bucks going away with shipping. Yes. So makes me think that there are other albums like that maybe, you might love and you might think, they're going to be 50, they're going to be 70. Nope, how about 10? How about 11? And that's what happened here. And let's close this all compact disc version of the vinyl record player. Again, I'm doing compact disc today, thanks to DJ Trish. How about Bite It by Whiteout? This is a classic. I remember that my buddy in the 90s, this is a sort of, I'm going to say third division Britpop were Whiteout. But they had a couple great singles. One was called Detroit. The other one was called Jackie's Racing. This LP, this compact disc, is actually a very good album. Very Faces-esque. Sort of, that Brit-poppy, Brit rock sort of a thing. I'm not going to say Oasis-y, because it is a little bit more Faces. But this is actually a really good album. And this album, apparently, again, this will be a UK only release, so this one I'd have to pay a cold 55 bones to get this particular one. So I'm probably going to hold off on that one for sure. But just for any of my British viewers may remember Whiteout, and if you don't, it's worth a listen. They were fun. I mean, 38's a great way to start it. No Time was great. Obviously, Jackie's Racing, the single. But yeah, there's All Together. This was just a fun album. I would definitely, if I saw this in the store for not 55 bones, for 20, I'd probably pick it up. So there you go. So there you go. Again, one thing I will ask, actually, leave it in the comments. Do you have any compact discs right now that you'd love to get on LP that maybe you can't, or maybe you haven't checked? Leave them in the comments. Let me know what kind of you're looking for. And by the way, check Discogs, because again, really surprised me. I figured a lot of these records would be, very expensive or very rare to pick up. If they're available on LP, yeah, you can usually get them anywhere between $30 and $40, I've discovered. Subscribe if you haven't already. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for sticking around to the end of this all compact disc edition of the vinyl record player. I'm Craig Danger. You know what? I guess I'm just going to go ahead and I'm going to see you on the next one.